Morning, everybody. Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments here for this Tuesday, November 20th. Well, even though it's a shortened week, we had quite the activity in yesterday's trade. The market getting hit pretty good with the wheat markets down anywhere from 8 to 5 cents yesterday. Corn down 2 to 3. The beans almost down 20 cents. The meal market down $5 and the oil market down 10 points. The corn, beans, and soybean meal kind of still somewhat range bound, but with yesterday's losses kind of putting us more in the middle of it. The wheat classes, they all have been testing and breaking through to the downside of their ranges, and the soybean oil is right back on it, that being the lows of its move. The overnight trade is trying to show some stability now after yesterday's sell-off, perhaps once again on this shortened week. We got beans up around 2 cents, the corn market up fractionally, the wheat market up around 1 cent. The meal market's up around $1 and the soybean oil market up around 5 points. So considering what we did yesterday, not big of a rebound here in the overnight trade. The spec was a heavy seller yesterday across the board on the player sheet. The sellers of the wheat, corn, beans, meal, and the soybean oil. We surmise, estimated wise now, that the trade and or spec is adding to their net short positions in the soft red winter wheat, beans, and soybean oil. And now they're pretty much near net even in both the corn and in the soybean meal. I think there was really no news out. We've been kind of fumbling around here over the past couple of weeks and then got aggressive yesterday. I think we walked in here on a Monday and still looked at our 3 core topics. We go and find out that the on again, off again trade rhetoric with the trade wars with China really not getting any traction, but seemingly giving the market a little bit of rallies and a little bit of breaks, continues to be somewhat not going anywhere, and I think that kind of weighed on trade sentiment. Then when more importantly, give or take whatever the trade wars are going to come out to, we still have the bigger problems of having a large supply over the marketplace, both in the U.S. and the world. We got our export numbers that came out yesterday. We're still running behind what the USDA is projecting in both the beans and the wheat. The corn's still staying good, but is it going to stay good going forward? We got our crop progress out after the close. We find out that we're still running behind average in our winter wheat plantings and our corn and bean harvest, but obviously the trade's not really looking at that at this point in time. We potentially will see a little bit of production numbers coming on down in the January report. And then even after the close, we found out in our crop condition numbers that the winter wheat conditions actually improved 2 percentage points in the good excellent category. So once again, our demand and our carryout numbers both in the U.S. is still somewhat paltry. And then finally, we come back in on a Monday and we're plodding along, and here we are going from November and December. We're still not finding out we're having any major issues down in South America. Right now they're on track, fair, good, maybe excellent crops coming from that. So all 3 of that combined, once again, is a non-bullish environment, and we took out it on the market in yesterday's trade. So more of the same. I guess we'll continue to find out if we have any type of external news from the trade wars. Other than that, no other reports coming on out. Thursday's the holiday. So the overnight trade trying to show a little bit of stability, but still all in all somewhat of a non-bullish environment like we said. And if we continue with the main topics, probably a little bit more trending lower is in the offering in the months ahead. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.